Not sure, probably.
Yo, Dalton better be fucking here. I'm gonna shit on him so hard because the Saints lost to my Niners.
I mean, he won't be here to talk today.
Fuck! Alright, yo,
But
you need to set up a call. We need to get Dalton on the fucking podcast. What the fuck is going on?
we do need to do that.
You know him.
I do. He
Alright,
lives
anyway, what's up
down the
everybody?
hall
We're
from me.
live! Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Week 12 of reactions. Let's get this crack-a-lackin', baby. So from now on, I'm starting to get the hang of this shit. From now on, we will have a question of the week. So,
Okay.
my question, which you guys can answer in the comments or live chat. Me and Jack will answer it here. May would answer it if he's here, but we already know May's answer. We've talked about this with him before, but I just want it to be live on stream. My question of the week: would Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs win 10 plus Super Bowl rings if they had the 49ers defense? That's the first question. The second part of it is, would that 10 plus Super Bowl rings be in a row if they had the Niners defense? So I'm going to start this out. Tom Brady, who many people see as the GOAT, has had never worse than like a top 15 defense in his entire career or something like that, like a top 10 defense or some shit. Like Bill Belichick is a fucking saint. Anyway, Tom Brady has failed to win Super Bowls, right? And Tom Brady never ever, other than 2007, had the offense Patrick Mahomes has, right? It doesn't matter who's the receiver, who's the running back. As long as you have Mahomes and Andy Reid, your offense will be just fine. And the Chiefs' defense has always just not been good, like at all. Like they've been dog shit every single year, pretty much since Mahomes has been starting. So the 49ers defense in recent years has been top 10, right? This year it's top 10. This year it's number 1 right now. This week it's number 1, but we'll get onto that later. Last year it was damn good. 2019 it was damn good. 2020 was still good, but we had a lot of injuries, a lot of shit that went on, so I don't count that year realistically. But we had overall a mediocre defense that year. We had a middle of the line defense. So would Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs win 10 plus Super Bowl rings if they had the 49ers defense? I say yes, because if you add the number 1 defense to that Chiefs team, you're going undefeated. You're winning a Super Bowl every year. Like, you're not losing a game. I'm sorry, you're not. Anyway, Jack, what are your thoughts about this question?
I mean, everyone's going to lose a game.
Yeah.
Even if that game ends up only being in the Super Bowl against,
Eli Manning and Nick Foles.
Yeah. But that said, I don't know about 10, unless you're talking about like a really long time, because even the best teams get figured out in some way.
I'm talking
right?
about if Mahomes plays like 20 plus years like Brady does, he's winning 10 Super Bowls.
I don't know. I don't think that happens, but I don't think it's crazy to think that it could.
Yeah. I mean, I think like the whole thing is like, right now the 49ers have the best defense in the NFL, right? Of course, like the offenses we've been facing isn't that good. But we're still the number 1 defense, right?
And your own offense isn't as good as the Chiefs' offense, which is important with the defensive rankings, because yards per game heavily affected by how long your offense has the ball and whether or not you're playing in garbage time ever.
Yeah.
Like that Saints game ending 13-0 was because the offense didn't put more points on the board.
Yep.
The Chiefs offense can score in 13 seconds. So like that defense will get put through a lot of situations and into shootouts and into like garbage time and stuff where they wouldn't perform like the 49ers defense performs with the 49ers offense.
Yeah. I also feel like,
but they're still good, right?
Yeah. I just feel like especially with some of the pieces we have, over time, the defense is just going to keep getting better if we keep drafting like studs. Like we've drafted Fred.
Well, you
Warner.
also have to retain players.
Of course, that's a whole of course. But like Yeah, we have Talanoa Hufanga. We have Fred Warner. We have Dre Greenlaw. We have Aziz Al Shayer. I think that's what I say. Dude, this name is so complicated. Anyway, we have Jimmy Ward. Like, we have Nick Bosa. We have our defensive line is stout. We have Travarius Ward, who's a decent corner. So, you know, the defense has its pieces. Of course, the whole thing is retaining those pieces, yada, yada, yada. But if those pieces are retained, right, and you bring in new pieces, yada, 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 I think that Niners defense plus the Chiefs offense is going to win easily 10 plus Super Bowls. Because Mahomes is that guy. Although, you know, I may hate him because he beat my team in the Super Bowl, right? He is still on his pathway to be the GOAT. Like, undeniably. He has to win a couple more Super Bowls, but if he finishes with like 5, even 4, and he has the stats better than Brady, fuck it, just call him the GOAT. Like, he has the MVPs as well, call him the GOAT. Like, I'm right there, call him the GOAT. Like, Mahomes is right now the MVP frontrunner. He's playing out of his mind every week. And if you put that Niners defense with him, I know that the Chiefs offense scores a lot and they score in less time than the Niners. But you put that defense and that offense together, it's unstoppable pretty much. So, we're going to skip the second point. We're going to do that if May gets here. We're going to talk about Week 11 and 12 awards of the week. So, if you don't know, we did this like a couple weeks ago. It's Offensive Player of the Week, Defensive Player of the Week, Special Teams Player of the Week, Worst Game, Best Game. Of course, we could do Offensive Rookie, Defensive Rookie, but I just, to make it easier, solidifies everything all in one. So, I'm going to, brother, what the fuck? Anyway, I'm going to start with my Offensive Player of the Week. For Week 11, right, we didn't do
Yeah.
a stream last week, so we're covering Week 11 as well. I have Jimmy G as my Offensive Player of the Week. 20 for 29, 228 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, efficient as fuck. This is peak Jimmy G, right? Jimmy G at his best, that's what he can do. He's obviously my Player of the Week. He got a sick card in Madden, which I'm very excited about because I'm going to go buy him when his price drops, even though he's a limited edition. Or when I get more coins, realistically. But yeah, dude can win games for us. Like, I get the whole thing is like he can't win games, like he's not good, yada yada yada. Like he's inconsistent, which is he is inconsistent. But like people rag at him when he's like 10-2 with like no touchdowns thrown. It's like Jimmy G can throw touchdowns. He can play good. It's just we don't need him to play amazing always. Like, we don't always need him to throw for 4 touchdowns. We don't always need him to throw for 220 yards. We don't always need him to go for 20 for 29. So, for that, Jimmy G is my Offensive Player of the Week. Jack, who is your Offensive Player of the Week?
Travis Kelce. He caught 3 touchdowns. That's 6 catches, 115 yards, 3 touchdowns.
He Randy Moss that shit. What the fuck? Minus 3 catches. He Randy Moss that shit.
That is about as good of a stat line for a tight end as you could have. And
George Kittle
he had every receiving touchdown. He was the team's leading receiver. Like, that Chiefs offense ran through him for a day.
This is very true.
Not only did he have the Chiefs receiving touchdowns, he had like all of the Chiefs touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is nuts. But to be honest, Kelce technically isn't a tight end. He's a glorified receiver in that offense, but he is still a tight end.
He's not true.
Motherfucker, they use him as a receiver every damn play, pretty much. Literally, they use him as a receiver most of the time. Is that not true?
That's because he can do both. He is still good blocking.
Of course, but they don't they don't block him as often as they run him on routes. Like Kittle, they block him more than they run him on routes.
Yeah, but that's because the Niners do offense wrong.
What, dog? Running the ball is not wrong. What the fuck do you mean? It drains the
Travis
clock.
Kelce provides a lot more value for the Chiefs the way they use him than Kittle has provided for the Niners the way they use him.
Brother, no. I mean, yes, but why?
And part of that falls down to the fact that Kittle's role as a blocker is much more easily replaceable than if Kittle were used as a receiver more often.
Brother, he's the best blocking tight end in the NFL. What the fuck do you mean? All right, defensive player of the week. Oh fuck! I just exited that tab. Fuck! I exited that tab as well.
Damn.
This is my mouse fell and I exited the tab. All right, hold up. For defensive player of the week, I have Micah Parsons. Right? Yeah. Micah Parsons. 2 sacks, 4 tackles, a tackle for loss, and 5 QB hits. A hell of a game by Micah Parsons.
Okay. I have giving an interior defensive lineman some love.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it was at my expense.
This was the Lions.
Aleem
right?
McNeil. Yeah, the Lions defensive tackle. He
That dude was everywhere.
I think looking at it, I think he had like an over 30% win rate. Which means like on a third of plays, he was in the backfield. He, as far as like stats go, he had 1 sack, 3 tackles for loss, and 3 QE hits. But he was everywhere. And yes, part of that is the Giants' interior offensive line is cheeks. But also, that doesn't happen every week. Mm-hmm. That doesn't happen ever. Like, that level of dominance is really impressive from the interior spot.
Yep.
So, give him a shout for week 11.
Okay. Special teams player of the week, I have Braden Mann of the New York Jets.
Yeah, he got a lot of work.
10 punts for 158 yards. Yeah, that was... we're not going to speak on it. No, we're not going to speak on it.
No, in an effort to be different, I did not pick Braden Mann. Nor did I pick the Patriots punter. I picked Younghoe Koo.
Okay.
Because he was 2 for 2 on field goals, 3 for 3 on extra points, hit from 53.
Yep.
The important part of that is the 53-yarder was the eventual game winner late in that game.
Yep. Okay.
And he also has everyone's favorite football name.
Jack.
What?
I just saw what's below that. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah, that's coming later. All right, so what's your worst game from week 11?
My worst game, I'm switching mine, is the Chiefs and Chargers. Fuck.
Nope, you're not doing this. You're not doing this.
I'm kidding. It's the Jets or Pat. It's the Jets versus the Pats. 17 total punts is disgusting. To be honest, it was an offensive masterclass by both sides. That's all I gotta say. 17 punts and an offensive masterclass by both sides.
Okay.
Who was your worst game? Worst game.
My worst game was Ravens-Panthers.
Okay.
Because until midway through the fourth quarter, the score was, 3-3 until pretty much midway through the fourth. And then 6-3 and then 13-3.
Yep.
That game was scoreless until time expired at the end of the second quarter.
That's tough.
Like, Jets-Patriots was its own thing. This was also the Panthers.
Yeah, but that's also the Jets.
Yeah, but the Jets are actually, like, winning games. Like, they're a good team this year besides their quarterback. The Panthers are the Panthers.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't even know if you can say that as a joke anymore.
Dude, he got fucking benched for fucking Mike White, and Mike White actually played decent.
The Panthers, well, that's also against the Bears, the pass defense, but
bro, he still played
the Panthers
decent.
are the Panthers. They're hard to watch. The fact that the Ravens couldn't do anything until late in the game is embarrassing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a tough game. That sucked.
Yeah.
Okay, what was your best game of the week?
My best game of the week, Chargers Chiefs. Dude, Patty Mahomes does it again. Again. How does he keep doing this shit? How? Final drive, game on the line. He doesn't miss. Dude, he's never squandered this shit. I've never seen him squander a fourth quarter, like, a game-winning drive in my life. And he probably has, but to be honest, in my eyes, he really hasn't. Because I've never seen him personally squander the fourth quarter comeback. But, brother, he does it again. Like, why? How? What? Like, Patrick Mahomes needs to be a free agent, and he just can play. One team can use him per game. No, one team can use him per season. That's how it needs to be played out. Anyway, that is my best game of the week.
Okay.
Who was your best game of the week?
I am a sick human being.
Yes, you are, because I can see your fucking best game.
My best game of the week was Jets-Patriots.
Fuck's sake.
Okay. So, first of all, the Patriots offense didn't actually suck. The Jets offense did. They had 44 net passing yards. The Jets defense played lights out. Like, Mac Jones was still, 23 of 27, had about 250 yards, but he was sacked 6 times, right? The Jets kept the Patriots, despite the offense being able to move the ball, the Jets really, played when it mattered. I mean, the Patriots did miss 2 field goals, and they had a turnover on downs.
Yep.
At, the far end of field goal range.
Mm-hmm.
But the Jets really did their job. And then having essentially a walk-off return touchdown, which, return touchdowns are
rare.
Fun.
Yes, fun.
Rare and fun. Both.
Yeah.
Right? Honestly, as far as, yes, the Jets were painful to watch. But their defense, when the Patriots had the ball, kind of entertaining. Right? It's one of those things where it's rarely watchable, but when you have a watchable, defensive shootout, it's really cool. So, if I just pretend Zach Wilson doesn't exist, this is one of my favorite games of the season.
Okay.
But then again, he didn't let down his defense. So clearly he played well.
Clearly. Fucking idiot. Week 12, players of the week, my offensive player of the week. Dude, it had to be Jalen Hurts. 16 for 28 for 153 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, along with 17 carries and 157 rushing yards for 310 total yards. Absolutely disgusting game by Justin Fields. Or not Justin Fields, Jalen Hurts. What the fuck? We'll start with the J. Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
What a game by Jalen Hurts. Jack, what is yours?
So before I say the name,
yep,
I'm just going to say this. One play, 86 yards, walk-off touchdown.
Oh, yes. Yes, say it again.
Josh Jacobs.
Yes.
I mean, okay. First off, this game was crazy.
Yep.
Okay? This game was genuinely nuts. Josh Jacobs ran for 229 yards, 2 touchdowns, including the walk-off 86-yarder, putting the Seahawks to bed in overtime.
Yeah.
But obviously he did not carry this offense because this offense put up 40 points. Mm-hmm. But he did a lot. Yeah. Funny story about his performance this week, actually.
Okay.
Uh, to to add to that, by the way, he did also lead or tie for the team lead in receiving yards with 74 on 6 receptions. There's someone in my fantasy league who hasn't adjusted his team since the draft, right? Like he gave up. He was 0-11 entering this week. He had like 4 players on IR still in his starting lineup. And for the first time this season, he backed into a win by half a point because Josh Jacobs put up damn near 50.
Wait, versus you?
No, not versus me.
Thank God. Okay.
But Josh Jacobs, I don't even know, man. That was one of the all-time performances. Yeah, he nearly doubled his projected point total, like the team overall, and won by half a fantasy point because Josh Jacobs put up 48.3 points.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's disgusting. But,
That's nasty.
Josh Jacobs had a good game.
That's nasty.
All right. I see cool things. So, defensive player of the week.
Defensive player of the week, week 12. I have somebody on the losing side of Thanksgiving football in the middle.
Hey, you didn't have to mention that.
But he played very well. 10 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 interception, and 1 pass defended. Had to put it for Julian Love. And I have an honorable mention. Talanoa Hufanga, 9 tackles, and 1 very clutch forced fumble on literally the 2-yard line as the Saints, Alvin Kamara was about to fucking score. Hufanga just boom! And the ball is loose, and the Niners recover. And I think that was probably my favorite play from last week for the Niners. Hufanga's been an absolute beast all season, so those are my defensive player of the weeks.
Beautiful. Mine also played on Thanksgiving, but he won his game. Ed Oliver for the Buffalo Bills.
Mm-hmm.
So, first of all, he had a sack for a safety.
Yep.
Putting up points on defense is always, getting towards defensive player of the week material.
Mm-hmm.
He also forced a fumble and generally had a very good game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's an exaggeration to say the way that these two teams were playing that the Bills do not win without Ed Oliver.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
That being said, I like the love for Julian Love.
Mm-hmm.
Hufanga is the GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
So I respect it.
Thank you. My special teams player of the week. I actually had 2 players, one player who won it and one honorable mention. I'm actually going to switch them. So for my special teams player of the week, I have Graham Gano, who went 2 for 2 from the extra point and 2 for 2 on field goals in the Giants' loss. And
I believe one of those field goals might have set the Giants' record.
For longest?
Yes.
Damn. Oh. And is my honorable mention.
Or was close to it. I don't know.
On my honorable mention, I have Jason Sanders from the Dolphins. 3 for 3 on field goals on the day. So.
He only tied the franchise record.
Tied it. Okay. That's still really. What's the franchise record?
57.
That's
they haven't had a 60-yarder.
That's not bad, though.
Yeah, that was on that play where the Giants got shafted out of a touchdown on what is pretty much universally agreed as the weirdest ticky-tacky illegal man downfield call.
Yoinks, Scoobs.
The refs that game sucked, but that's besides the point.
The refs always suck for the Giants.
It's more so the Cowboys than the Giants, but
though the refs didn't suck. Niners Cowboys wildcard game last year.
Playoffs.
We all know how that happened. What happened at the end of that game?
I don't think the refs could have saved the Cowboys there.
Dude, I really don't think they could have. That was abysmal.
Anyway.
That ending was abysmal. And who's your special team player of the week?
I'm gonna butcher the name probably, but Kene Nwangwu.
That seems correct.
He's the Vikings returner.
Okay.
He had a return touchdown. I mean, that alone, a kickoff return touchdown, is pretty good.
Yep.
Granted. Right.
Yep.
I mean, was it Patterson that had a touchdown in week 11 that I didn't give him the award for and instead gave it to his kicker? Yes. But consider he scored a touchdown against the Patriots that, was a huge part of them beating the Patriots. And Primetime Kirk finally got a win. So
you guys don't know this, but the audience doesn't know this, but No, Jack, Thursday Night Football isn't Kirk's kryptonite. It's Monday Night Football. That's Kirk's kryptonite. Anyway.
I thought it was any primetime game.
No, it's literally just Monday Night Football.
Well, yeah, like the actual statistical, he's worse on Monday nights.
No, he's actually, I think he's now a positive record in everything not named Monday Night Football.
The narrative is still primetime Kirk.
Yeah, because of Monday night. He's like 3 and 17 or some shit on Monday night. It's actually disgusting.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. What was your worst game?
Worst game
this week.
I'm very sad to put this. Although the Niners sealed the number one defense on.
It was beautifully ugly.
It was Niners Saints. It was beautiful because the Niners didn't allow a single point. Now, would the Saints have scored 6 to 9 points if they just didn't go for it on fourth down? Yeah, they would have. Did they go for it on fourth down, though? Yes. Did the 49ers stop them? Yes. So, whose fault is that? Yeah, the Niners Saints. I couldn't watch it because I'm not in the market for it, but it was good. It was good. We got a win. Bad game overall, though.
I agree. That's hard to watch. I mean, the Saints offense in general tends to be hard to watch.
The Niners offense should have fucking smoked them, but nope. Whatever.
Unfortunate. What was your best game?
My best game is the Raiders Seahawks. Not only did we get an amazing touchdown from Josh Jacobs, as Jack said, he was his offensive player of the week, but the Seahawks fucking lost and gave us a 1-game lead in the NFC West. And that is fantastic. So that means if we lose versus the Dolphins, we're still top of the division. Anyway, continue. What was your?
I agree. I have the same. I mean, Raiders Seahawks. I don't know how you could pick another one.
Yeah.
74 total points. That was a show the whole way through.
Yep.
Several turnovers. I mean, the first play of the game was a pick.
Yep.
That set up a quick touchdown.
Now I did not watch this game, sadly, because I was at no, I didn't watch the game because I didn't want to watch the Seahawks because I hate them, but they lost. Anyway, Jack, continue.
And the Raiders opened overtime with a missed field goal as well. There was drama.
Oh, there was a ton of drama with that. This is true.
There were turnovers. There was a lot of drama. Obviously, a lot of scoring.
Yep.
It was a hell of a game.
Yep. All right. On to our next segment for this week only. This will come back at the end of the season. But hold up! Don't say
hey. I'm late.
Oh, it's May. Hello, May. How are you?
Good. My apologies. I had a friend who literally needed a lifeline phone call, and so I kind of popped a squat.
You're good. May, so right now we are on our next segment. This is a new segment. This segment will come back at the end of the year when the regular season is wrapped up, and then it will come back after the super. Actually, it'll come back after every single week of the playoffs. Because
nice.
It's elimination. So there's a TikToker who me and Jack and May love.
I already don't like this.
No, man. You know that this person is.
You said TikToker.
His name is James Draws on TikTok. There's some numbers after it, but James Draws. And he has a signature video style, and it's blank team. What happened? Love the guy. He's so funny. Anyway, this is our version of that. So we're gonna say, I'm gonna say the team, and then what happened, and then we're gonna talk about why they're shit and why they're a disappointment to the season.
Wouldn't we just be copying them at that point? Wouldn't that be kind of disrespectful?
Well, we are promoting him, and we are also not really promoting. We don't get people don't watch this, but we are doing a tribute to him because I find this video is awesome and funny. Anyway, Broncos, okay. What happened? Broncos, what the fuck, man? You traded for Russell Wilson, and your coach is ass. So, your team is also ass.
Decidedly, lost by a lot.
Yep.
To the Carolina Panthers.
To the Panthers.
How did you lose to the Panthers?
I would like to mention, though, being serious, when it comes to, I've watched highlights, not games, because I don't want to waste my time watching a Broncos game currently.
Yeah, don't do that.
But yeah, I would rather watch my team play, and that's saying something. But the thing is, when it comes to actually watching, when it comes to watching Russell Wilson specifically, there are times where he throws the ball downfield, and it will hit it'll hit the 30-yard line like a deep heave. He'll just sling the thing, and no one is near the ball whatsoever. And it makes me think to myself, I don't know if it's technically a Russell Wilson problem. I know he's getting up there in age. I do think it has a lot to do specifically with coaching and scheming. And I know Jack mentioned that, and you guys have mentioned, I don't know his fucking name, but coach, whatever his face, I think under a coach that can actually work with him, I do think that they can be world beaters. I do think that they can be a Super Bowl team. They just need to figure out what the issue is. And I don't think it's Russell. I really don't. Maybe he's regressed a little bit. Maybe Seattle had a really good scheme for him. But still, all things considered, he still is a playoff contender quarterback. And I think it's scheme.
Part of the thing with Russell Wilson is that he really thrived outside of any structure, especially later on, when he ditched the wristband and stuff, he was playing backyard football a lot of the time, right? He'd make magic happen and it would work, but that takes a lot of chemistry with your receivers, and it takes good receivers. I don't think he has that chemistry with Cortland Sutton and who's his second receiver now? Kendall Hinton? No, Judy's hurt.
Oh, I thought you were just meant overall. Yeah, Kendall Hinton.
And what was his name? Hamler?
Former quarterback.
KJ Hamler.
Yeah, he's hurt too, right?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't follow the Broncos.
I think he just has Sutton pretty much right now.
Yeah. Maybe if he created some good chemistry with Sutton, like he did with Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, I mean, but it's really hard to pick one issue with that team because everything is going wrong.
Besides the defense.
And Russ is just not playing well. Well, yeah.
Besides the defense.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, what's his name? Wide receiver. Holy shit, on the Seahawks. I can't think.
Metcalf?
Yeah, DK. Yeah. Going from DK to Sutton. No offense, you drive in a nice Maserati and then you get bumped down to a Ford Mustang. I mean, it's still fast, but holy crap. Thing is,
Metcalf. The combination of Metcalf and Lockett is probably
that's
one of the best 1-2 punches in the league.
Tyler Lockett.
And bro, the chemistry Russell had with Lockett outmatches any other receiver, current receiver quarterback duo.
Well, I would say Kirk to Jefferson?
No, May. I don't think you realize the pockets that Russell Wilson threw into with Tyler Lockett. You watch them Tyler Lockett and Russell Wilson highlights together. They were fucking nuts.
Not a receiver, but Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews is similar.
That's
Lamar, whenever he's out in space, will just
talking about in the history,
find Andrews and just chuck it to him.
Not history. Current.
Current. Shoot, I mean, probably not to the same extent, but it feels like a lot of the time Like I've mentioned this 1,000 times, you're going to hear it 1,000 times more. Bourne and Myers are the only receivers that get separation. Every other receiver is literally a day-to-day basis on whether, hey, can I run faster than the DB? So I'm not saying it's better, but it feels like a lot of the time. But Kendrick Bourne has not been playing a lot of games recently. I feel like I haven't seen him at all. But it feels like it's just Mac Jones looking for the Jacoby Myers game. Like it's a simulator at that point. And I'm not saying it's bad, but that's my team, so that's what I think. I can't think of any other harder duo though.
I have one. Jimmy Garoppolo to the opposing defense.
Oh, I was gonna. If you wanted to say Jimmy, I was gonna say either Jimmy. He probably doesn't he target Kittle and Debo a lot.
Yeah,
he doesn't really target Kittle much this year.
Nah, but Kittle gets open. Like when Kittle needs to be hit, motherfucker gets hit. But he just doesn't target him as much as he should.
But, you know, Alex, you do make a shockingly good point. Because if we're talking about outside structure, like when a quarterback's scrambling and trying to force a play, Jimmy is really good at giving it to the defense in those situations.
No, it's really bad, bro. Did you see the games that they picked in the NFC Championship game last year? Motherfucker's getting tackled and just motherfucking chucks it up. Also, the game versus the fucking Broncos. Dude, of course, the fucking Broncos game or whatever. When the motherfucker steps out of bounds and then throws a pick six on the same play, brother. Oh, no. All right, anyway.
Jimmy Garoppolo, he should open up a bakery in San Francisco. He's really good at making turnovers.
This is true.
Bro, he hasn't made a turnover in like 4 games, right? No, he's turned a new.
Well, you just jinxed him.
Shit. Anyway,
I mean,
Raiders.
Daniel
what
Jones
happened?
had the longest active streak without a turnover until playing the Lions. Like anyone can do it.
Raiders. What happened? What?
No,
how
sorry,
many games
continue.
was it? How many games was it, Jack?
Most of the season up to that point.
Without turnover? Are you?
Yeah.
Really?
What do you mean? He had the longest active streak. Like I don't know.
I
how
guess
else
they were
to...
handing off to Saquon like 50 times a game, but like.
He also is safe with the football. Like the narrative that he's a turnover machine. Is.
I feel like
what do you mean? No?
I feel like he's actually
Jack,
I said not no.
Okay.
Jack, tell us.
It was 154 attempts before the Lions pick, and he also had a stretch in his.
Don't say rookie season.
That was this year.
Don't say rookie season.
No, after the start of his rookie year, he has had a lot of stretches where, besides the very start of his career, he's been safe with the football.
The issue is Jimmy's safe with the football when he's in the fucking pocket and has time. When he gets again, as Jack said, when he gets thrown off, he goes in a fucking panic mode and throws a deep ass ball and he gets picked off. Or he throws a dumb pass over the middle.
He's so. Brady was he was slow, but with Jimmy Garoppolo, he was so tall that when he ran, he looked like a fucking giraffe. He looked too tall to run almost.
No, but here's the thing with Jimmy. Jimmy in week 11, he made this he facing pressure, steps up in the pocket, about to run, sees Kittle going field, fires a dart. That's what I want from Jimmy when he's under pressure. But that's not what you normally get. And he does play
highly mobile.
He's not highly mobile. That's correct. But when he's under pressure, I want to see either a good throw or I want him to just throw that shit out of bounds. I don't want to see a pick or fumble.
If we're talking about turnovers.
Yes.
We'd also like to add the necessary context that always gets forgotten of at least half of Daniel Jones' fumbles were blindside strip sacks with a turnstile left tackle.
What does that mean, a turnstile? What the fuck? Does that mean the left tackle just sucks?
Yeah, revolving door.
Andrew Thomas is how?
You got about 2 minutes there, Alex.
I said fumbles. He
No,
fumbled in his rookie year.
No, I'm asking how what year did you draft Andrew Thomas?
Andrew Thomas is in his 3rd season.
Oh, okay,
Jones is in his 4th.
Oh, okay.
Andrew Thomas also had a rough start to his career. His first 7-8 weeks weren't that good, and then he's been lights out since.
Hey, Jack.
Okay.
Hey, what?
What's up, man?
Can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you can we do a little Thanksgiving thing here like we did, and can you tell me what Saquon did?
No.
Can you tell me?
I'm not talking about this game anymore.
No. Can you tell me what he put they kids? He put they kid. I don't care about the score of the game. My boy Saquon. He literally he put that massive schlong on the desk, bro. He put they kids in they place.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Also, Evan Ingram accounted for like half of Daniel Jones's picks like last year.
Bro,
or 2 years ago.
dropped every damn pass. How did he made a fucking
No,
Pro
he didn't
Bowl?
just drop him. He like volleyball set him into the air for the defender.
Bro, how the fuck did he make a Pro Bowl? Like, does Robert Tonyan like not exist?
He had name recognition in a year where there were no tight ends with name recognition.
Also,
Yeah,
it
because
is New
Kittle
York.
was
in the
injured.
NFC.
That's true. 'Cause
Yeah.
Kittle was injured.
They were like, who else were they going to pick? A casual fan then didn't know who Robert Tonyan is,
That's true.
who was the deserving choice.
Robert Tonyan. All right.
Anyway.
Quickly moving on to, we're gonna go through these.
Let's go for
rounds.
predictions.
Let's go for predictions. Oh, okay. Do this or no?
Nah.
All right, predictions. I forgot to put Maze. Well, I'll hop on Discord and check.
I've got some.
You got them? Okay, cool. For the first game, the Bills Pats. I have the Bills.
I also laugh at me. I have the Bills just because Josh Allen eats our fucking toes for breakfast every time we play, other than that one time where it was that record-breaking we ran the whole game.
And the weather was nuts, right?
Yeah, no, they were supposed to, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, they could tie the game with a kick, and their kicker kicked a ball, and it went like 5 yards into the air, and the wind just went, and it just went right to the left. Like, it literally just...
God damn.
That's hilarious.
I mean, also, flashbacks to the playoff game.
Yeah, like I'm a realist. I'm a patriot. I know we're rebuilding. I love Mac Jones. That's my dad right there.
He did have a fucking game on Thanksgiving.
He did. 387 yards. Bite that.
Are we talking Mac or are we talking Josh Allen?
Mac
Jones.
Mac Jones?
No S.
Correct.
Yeah. On the road with a shitty offensive line, which I wish we still had Dante Scarnecchia, but he needs to retire. But yeah, I'm a realist. Dante Scarnecchia, arguably the greatest offensive line coach of all time.
Well, Stoutland is pretty damn good for the Eagles. Munchak's also been good.
I said arguably.
Yeah.
But yeah, when it comes down to it, I think that we'll be competitive because it's a divisional game and in our stadium. I would love a win, and I would love to be wrong here, but Josh Allen is going to do some little trick plays. He's going to throw to running backs for little... he's going to be mobile. It's going to be hard for us to contain because we have big, heavy linebackers and not tall, thin, speedy linebackers. And he's just going to eat us in the fourth quarter, and we're going to have... Our special teams could fuck up. We had a bad game against the Vikings. There's always that. I would love a win. Can we win? Yes. I think ESPN put us at a 25% chance to win, 75 for the Bills. But yeah, I'm going to be watching the game tomorrow, rooting for my team. Would love a win, but it's Josh Allen, boys.
Yep.
Let's put credit where credit is due.
Agreed.
All right.
I have the Bears over the Packers. I know the Packers over the Bears, but to be honest, I want to be a bit special to this week, and I want to pick the Bears.
Aaron Rodgers,
I know he owns the Bears.
Was hopeless except for against the Bears.
That's the thing. Like, I own you, and I still own you.
Yeah.
I understand, but sometimes it needs to come to an end, and this is.
You know what, May?
This is going to be Aaron Rodgers.
Let's get a game back on Alex this week. You with me on the Packers?
Listen, you're not going the Chi is not going to beat Go Pack Go. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry, bro.
Gotta be honest. If Aaron Rodgers loses, I say
isn't the Chicago secondary? Isn't it like a bunch of toothpicks falling over in the wind?
Absolutely,
and they just lost Eddie Jackson. It was already awful, and they lost him. They let Mike White go off.
What?
I do have to say though,
my boy.
I do have to say.
What are you gonna say?
It's time for Jordan Love, and this game is going to prove it.
He did look good. He did look good.
Decent though,
which was a shock versus how he looked previously. Maybe he's just
dog shit in the preseason. Maybe he's just good in the regular season.
No, he's also played in actual games and been awful.
Maybe Aaron Rodgers is finally helping him now that he knows his career's ending soon.
He's not helping him any more or less than he was before.
Damn.
But he did say that Love has made a lot of strides. So
I remember at the beginning of the season they played.
Maybe Trey Lance has hope.
Oh my God!
The
Wait,
only
really?
bright
Oh my God!
side
That's
of
so
the
exciting.
Bears was that running back Montgomery, and I remember I was watching that game rooting for the Bears just because I like chaos, and I was in the same seat you were, Alex, and I watched that game. Have you ever watched that game from start to finish? I watched about half, and it was hard to watch rooting for the Bears. That they just have running game that's really potent. That's it. That's all they have, and that scared me. He had really good explosive plays, and he broke through coverage. And I don't see them doing it. I really don't.
I have a question. Was it the Bears who decided to play the guy who tore his arm over Nathan Petergoat? Was that the Bears?
I think it was an oblique injury. It was Fields that had a shoulder issue, but yes, they did decide to play Simeon.
No, it was the backup that did that. It's the backup.
Yeah, Simeon. Simeon had an oblique injury.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
Fields had a shoulder thing. That's why he was out for the game.
Nathan Petergoat.
Yeah, why didn't he play? I wanted to see that.
I wanted to see another 5 picks.
How does he have a job?
I don't know.
Because he's...
No. I know what was on the tip of your tongue. You were gonna say very, very, very serviceable, and I don't even think that. I don't think he's serviceable.
I was gonna say he has 3 touchdowns to 12 interceptions, a 35 quarterback rating, and a 52.6% completion percentage.
Jesus.
Bro, you know what's funny? More than a third of his picks came in one fucking half.
We could load up Jack with tequila and whiskey, and he'd probably have a higher QBR in a professional setting than that.
Bro,
Shoot me full of painkillers and don't puncture my lung, Tyrod Taylor style, and I'll be Nathan Peterman.
Oh my God. Yo,
I'm just kidding. He's obviously way better of a football player
baseball,
than I could ever dream of being.
You play baseball, you'll be fine.
I'm physically capable of throwing the ball. I wouldn't be able to actually play quarterback.
That's some bullshit, bro. What are you,
defense.
6'9", bro? You'll be able to play quarterback.
Yeah, but are you saying that he can process an NFL defense?
He can better than I can. I don't know if that means he
Jack,
can.
Jack, that is not true. That he cannot. He has proved that he cannot read an NFL defense. All right, he's proved that.
My argument is not. He's obviously better than us, but my argument is he's not in any way, shape, or form a professional NFL quarterback. That's
to be honest, I think if you gave me Nathan Peterman's stature and athletic ability, I think
Here we go. I can do it, guys. And I can run a 4.2.
No, hold on.
And you missed it. I apparently run a 4.040 with pads.
Yeah. Jack runs a 4-second 40 with pads.
What Alex was saying earlier.
You do realize Moss recorded a 4.25 40 and 98.
And what I'm saying is the Jackbot is better.
Yeah. Okay.
He's not being serious. Don't worry.
I'm being serious. Jack runs a 4-second 40 with pads on.
Listen, he's a 49ers fan. His expectations have to be set really high.
No. And Jack also has a 70-inch vertical. Just throwing that out there, guys. Jack is
70-inch. I think that's more.
Vertical. It's more than
nearly 6 feet.
You do realize Michael Jordan's vertical was 47. Are you saying that he can jump higher than Michael Jordan?
You should not be comparing Jack to Michael Jordan. You should be comparing Jack to Cristiano Ronaldo. Anyway,
I have the Steelers beating the Falcons.
I have that as well.
Funny as you say that, because I had listen.
Wait, Jack, don't jinx it.
Listen.
No. Jack?
Tell me right now that I am smoking some really, really good crack.
You're smoking some really good crack.
Because I think that they can win that.
The Steelers or the Falcons?
It's a very winnable game for the Falcons. You are not wrong.
With Marcus Mariota GOAT on the as quarterback.
Is everyone name and then GOAT other than Mac Jones in the NFL?
Everyone
is just insert name GOAT at the end except Mac Jones.
No, his name is Mac Joni GOAT.
Okay, well, continue.
I had the Vikings over the Jets.
No, Jack was telling us how it was winnable.
Oh, Jack, how is it winnable?
Oh, I mean, it is a winnable game. I'm trying to. Where's my
I mean, mate, as I said, as long as you have Marcus Mariota GOAT, you always have a chance.
Whenever I think of Mariota, the only thing I think of is that time in the playoffs where he beat the Chiefs throwing that one touchdown to himself. That's the only thing I think of.
And then he got shit on by the Patriots next week. Yeah, what's up?
Who won on Monday?
What?
Who won Monday Night Football?
Clock management got himself.
No, it was the Steelers over the Colts.
That clock management got himself.
Who was favored in that game?
Clock management got himself.
Yeah, the Colts by 2.5.
Wait, why the
Who
fuck
did
were
I
the...
pick?
Hold up, why the fuck were the Colts favored?
Because
Who
the
the
Steelers are ass.
Who the fuck let the
Wait,
Colts be
isn't
favored?
T.J. Watt playing?
Yes.
Yeah,
But their win percentage goes literally through the fucking ceiling when he plays.
May.
True.
Why do I keep saying brother? I have an issue. May.
But Colts were favored.
One
I
player
picked the
can't be-
Steelers. The Steelers won.
Okay.
My jinx effect on the Steelers doesn't exist. I've figured.
All right. Well, if
So,
they lose, it does.
I'm
So
picking the
don't vote
Steelers.
for them again. All right.
If they lose, it's my fault and my fault alone.
Wait, don't you have
Facts.
somewhere to be, Alex? It's 9:24.
Yeah, we're doing.
All right,
predictions
lightning
right
round.
here. All right, Vikings over Jets.
Vikings.
Jets.
What? Lions over Jags.
Jags gonna win.
Jags.
Shit. Eagles over Titans.
Eagles.
Titans.
Texans over Browns.
Ooh.
Spicy.
Oh
Texans
my
because
God. I want the Texans to beat the Cleveland sex offenders.
I cannot ever pick the Browns in good
Bro,
faith.
I'm
I
sorry.
have
I'm sorry.
236 million
Sorry.
reasons why I
I'm
wouldn't
sorry.
want to give
I
it
actually
away.
can't pick the Browns now because their quarterback, their former quarterback, Jacoby
Yeah, you
Brissett,
forgot
is-
he's back.
Yeah, no. The sex offender himself, and also they have a woman beater on the team as well. Anyway, continue.
Kareem Hunt?
Yeah, woman beater. He kicked the woman.
Yeah.
Now she did say a racial slur at him, but like it still doesn't condone kicking.
We don't have to get political. We can just continue.
Giants over commies.
I'm gonna commies surprisingly.
Motherfucker,
Commies.
don't- brother.
Listen, that front seven is fucking nasty, and you can't even
Chase
say
Young
it's
is
not.
shit. Anyway, Ravens over Broncos.
Ravens.
Ravens,
Dolphins over 49ers.
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
You're gonna get beat by the Dolphins, bro.
Shut up. We're not. Seahawks over Rams.
Seahawks.
Seahawks. Rams are missing everybody.
Yeah.
They also
and
just
without-
lost Allen Robinson. Stafford's still out. Donald's out.
You mean, dude? No. Here's the thing.
Donald's out for the first time,
I can't
too.
say that. I can't say that on stream. About Stafford. But we're all thinking it.
Oh, shut up! Shut up! It's a dumb joke. It wasn't funny.
Chargers over Raiders.
Who?
Chargers
Chargers.
over Raiders.
Chargers. I think that the mob starts walking down the street with pitchforks after this loss for the Raiders.
Chiefs over Bengals.
Chiefs.
Bengals. Burrow
Really?
has Mahomes' number. I don't know why. When the Bengals have played the Chiefs, like the Bengals just play up.
Yeah,
They just win. I don't know.
Mahomes has very, very, very quietly been playing out of his fucking mind lately.
I mean, he kind of always is, but like, you know, Burrow's Bengals last year went toe to toe with the Chiefs in a shootout twice, and Burrow won both. Like
Is Jamar Chase healthy?
don't know. I
he's
honestly
healthy,
didn't bother checking.
If he's healthy, they're winning. If he's not, they're not.
I am very good at this.
I
am
like,
football.
What? Warriors it, Jack?
It looks like well, Chase was limited. Let's
He might.
see.
It's a might. That's a might. That's a maybe.
I think he was held out like to be extra cautious
Oh, okay.
last game. So he may be playing.
Okay. I have the Colts over the Cowgirls. I'm saying it.
What?
I'm saying it. No, bro.
What?
Jeff
Cowboys.
Saturday is gonna prove why he's the GOAT head coach. I promise.
He just lost to
Jack.
the Steelers.
Motherfucker. Dude, his clock management is elite.
Jack,
I don't know
come
what
get
you're
your
talking
mans,
about.
bro. Come
The
get-
Cowboys are a very good football team.
I want the Cowboys to lose. I want the Giants to be second in the division. Anyway,
I
Wanting the
want the
Cowboys to
Cowboys to
lose
lose.
is incredible, but I can't just not pick the Cowboys
I'm
because I
not going
want
to
them
deny
lose.
cold hard
I'm going
facts,
to.
Alex.
Okay.
and then I'm going to choose the Tampa Bay, the shitty Buccaneers over the dog shit Saints.
I have
Fucking
learned
dog
never
shit.
to bet against Tom Brady.
Yeah, that's why I
And
have the Bucks.
Unless your goofy white quarterback is playing on
No,
the
I
Super
have
Bowl.
to say he finally lost after his divorce.
yeah, and it was bullshit in overtime. That wasn't his fault. Well,
True.
yeah, but you know.
Did he get the ball?
Yeah, the eventual touchdown was like at the very end of overtime.
Oh damn I was gonna say if he didn't get the ball, that would have been
The
sweet.
Patriots
sweet
punted
justice.
twice.
Oh, the Patriot. Wait, what? Oh wait, whoa.
I mean, sorry, the
The
Buccaneers.
Bucks. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Brady.
Brady. Yeah. Brady.
I'm broken.
I miss him so
Dalton,
fucking
I
much.
hope the Saints get blown out.
Why?
He's a Saints fan.
Dalton's a Saints fan.
Oh.
And my team
Like,
just beat
damn,
the
what did the
Saints.
Saints ever do to you?
And my team just beat the Saints. So.
Oh. Oh wow, you beat a crippled second grader in a wheelchair. Thumbs up.
Oh god.
Yeah, I hope you beat him good.
We will have more things that we didn't go over on the next podcast when
All
I'm
the
not studying.
things,
Or no,
all
I
the
will be
things.
studying. Shit, never mind. We're not. Wait. Yeah, I'll be fine.
POV, you're late to your class.
Have fun.
Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day.
Fuck the
Peace. Fuck the
Cowboys.
Cowboys.